Thank y'all very much for coming. I appreciate all y'all coming to meet together so that we can talk about a new program that will be coming to our facility. It's called General Inpatient, or GIP. That's how you'll be hearing it referred to. And it will be our General Inpatient Hospice program. So it's really exciting. We want to do just a little brief overview. When we talk about hospice, you often think about palliative care. And so those topics they are closely linked. Palliative care, what you're looking at there, is the really anticipating the quality of life and preventing and treating any suffering that patient and family might be going through. So that's how palliative care, one of the ways that it helps with that patient. Now, hospice care, what does it mean? It's the whole overview. It's that big umbrella that the palliative care falls under. And it's that whole service from the time the patient enters the program until even helping the family with bereavement after. So that's hospice program. So what will it look like for us? What we're looking at is we're trying to identify any patients that would benefit from an inpatient hospice program. Now, the ultimate goal, you'll see in here in a few slides, is to get that patient home if we can. But while they're here, if they're experiencing a crisis, a pain that's uncontrollable, nausea, vomiting, something like that, they might qualify for the GIP program. So what we want to do is to be able to help our patients and families that we can identify that would benefit for this and get them enrolled into the program. Now, how do we do that? Let's go over that. When is it appropriate? The key thing here is when we're doing our interdisciplinary rounds, we can identify these patients early on that might be in need of the GIP program. If we're looking at maybe hospice at home, but yet they're not quite stable enough, or they're still, like I said, experiencing some of those issues, we might be able to enroll them into our GIP program. So the key here is to be able to talk with our physicians and get our social worker case management team quickly involved. So here again, that the experiencing the pain or nausea, vomiting the patients might be having that's uncontrollable, that would be the person that might fit right into this new program. The goal of the program will be ultimately to get the patient home, right? Let them be with their loved ones at home and have home hospice. Now, what we're going to utilize is our interdisciplinary team. So as we make rounds on our patients every day, our physicians, our primary care physicians, and our case managers will be talking, and nurses, about each patient. And that's who might say, hey, this patient might benefit from GIP. At that point, we'll need a physician's order for this service. They'll consult case management standing there, and we'll get the ball rolling. So the case manager will then talk with the family about who they might want as a GIP provider. Now, they'll have a choice in that, and these are the agencies that have agreed to help us with our program and the physicians that are associated with them there. So ideally, the patient will be recognized during interdisciplinary rounds, and then the physician will write the order for social services. Social services will talk with the family, get the patient choice letter signed, and then the hospice agency will come to the facility and evaluate the patient to see if they're a candidate and meet the requirements for the GIP program. Now, right at the same time, the patients that were admitted as an inpatient needs to be discharged, that chart be broken down, the armband cut off, all of that, put aside, sent off, and then a new account number will be made for that patient. They'll have a new armband and a new chart. So that's really important to keep those separate. And so that we can keep up with the new GIP patient account, okay? That GIP physician will come and make rounds. The hospice physician and nurse will come, but our team will be providing the great care to that patient and the family. They'll do the same admission process that we already have in place. They will readmit that patient and then just continue to give great care to the patient. Some little tips on general information. I already said that we will be providing the care. The hospice nurses will be coming and assessing the patient as well. So they're an excellent resource for our team and our facility. Any issues with that, we can consult the case manager again, or you can call me. I'll be happy to help. the important takeaways here, just as this general overview, is to identify these patients early on, right? And remember, not every patient will qualify for the GIP program, but we certainly want to give it our best shot to get them enrolled and then to be able to meet their needs here in that acute crisis issue that they might be having, and then ultimately get them home. It's a really good program. It will be very helpful for this patient population, and I think we're an excellent facility that can certainly deliver that exceptional care that we always do. Thank y'all for coming and listening to the overview here. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to help answer those questions now. And then the ultimate goal is to kind of just get the word out, kind of start everyone understanding the terminology. A policy will be coming to follow, so y'all be able to share that with your staff. And then I'll print out some quick tips and procedures that we can also share. All right, if there's nothing else, I thank y'all for your time. Have a good day.